Alright, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 3. In this video, we're going to fight another boss. Out of all the bosses in the game, this is probably my least favorite, just because it's really kind of broken on my part. The only reason I don't like this boss is because it's really easy to just kind of break this fight.
I am the fear. That boat is coated in the venom of the Brazilian wandering spider. Soon a most exquisite pain will engulf your entire body. Your limbs will be paralyzed, your lungs cease to draw breath. Eventually, your heart will stop beating. But what fun would that be? Not a fitting end. The boss's apprentice. I will give you fear such as you've never experienced before. Come into my web. It is time for you to feel the fear.
So, here's what I was talking about with being able to just break this fight and cheese it. Well, first off, we want to cure ourselves. We want to take that out and just fix it, pretty much. Easy as that. And there we go. Now we have no worry of dying. So put your thermal goggles on and you'll always be able to see the fear, because as you saw in that cutscene, he was able to disappear and reappear kind of like the Predator or anything else like that. And I can usually do this fight without even moving, which is what I'm going to try and do right now. There's a lot of cool things that this fight can happen in this fight, but I probably won't be showing them because I'll be defeating him so quickly. Like, once you get him to a certain point on his stamina bar, he will try and eat some food down below and heal himself. You know, because Snake can do that, the enemies can do that as well. And what you can do is throw rotten food on the ground and he'll start throwing up, which will, in fact, make him lose stamina instead of gain stamina. So you can bait him with that. That's one way of, doing this fight. But I'm doing it the really cheap way, just because this is a thing that you can do. And, I don't know. It's fun to be able to beat a boss without having to move. So he's trying to eat something right now. I'm just gonna stop him from doing that. And we should have him done pretty much within like a minute. Not even, I don't think. There we go. That was easy as anything.
The fear! The fear! I see it! The fear!
I love those stock screams. Oh, and the reason that they all explode, I don't remember if I talked about this with the pain, but they all have bombs on them. So it's not just like a random, like, oh, they exploded kind of thing. And now I think we're going to call Sigint, because we haven't talked to him yet.
You're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector.
The only reason I'm calling Sigan is because if you've played any of the other Metal Gear games, you know that Sigan is at least somewhat important to the story.
Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain. For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear.
He wasn't too
And
terrifying.
for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
The joy?
It's another name for the boss, because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose. During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair.
Alright, so now we're gonna just pick up the Fear's camo that he dropped. And I think there are some traps in this area, so thermal goggles is still a pretty good idea in this area, even though the Fear is dead. And, you know, he ain't coming back. So now let's just go where we're supposed to go. This is a building we've already been in, so, you know. Here is the camo. It's pretty decent. And it drains your stamina pretty quickly. It gives you good camo index, but it takes your stamina away really quickly. So it's usually not worth wearing. This part can be pretty tricky, because you gotta go down these stairs without the guy that's below us seeing you. And that can be a little troublesome sometimes. So maybe we can get one of these guys from up here. There should be a guy, I believe, like right below us, so I think we're gonna drop down and surprise him. Alright, I did a little bit of waiting. I'll probably most likely cut that out. Alright, Snake, get up there. We're gonna do something to this guy. I think someone below just found that other body. I don't know how I missed him that first time. That was a little odd. Let's take this other guy out. Oops. Time to improvise. Take that. Please take that. You too, take that. And another one. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I think that was my first caution. I think. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that's my first caution, though. I think I've explained what mousetraps do. They just catch animals if you set them down. Always good to have some suppressors. This is the scene of my greatest failure, I believe. This is where I accidentally killed that one guy. He will be missed. So, as, who told us about that door? I don't even remember now. What was the last thing we did? Oh, Gronin, okay. Gronin told us that there was a door in here that we can take. I think he gave us the key for it. It's this door. Not that one. That's the one we came in from. It's the one next to it that's closed. So yeah, we couldn't go through there before. Now we can. Making some progress.
Snake, are you there?
Eva, where are you?
In the fortress, in Groznygrad. Dr. Sokolov is here too.
Is he all right?
He's fine. Right now he's busy putting the finishing touches on the Shagohod.
Good. That means they haven't killed him.
Not yet anyway, but you better hurry. They've already finished the Phase 2 tests. Once the final preparations are complete, they'll have no more use for him. The Colonel won't have any qualms about killing him if he thinks the CIA is closing in.
Eva, you can't let Sokolov out of your sight.
I know. Snake, do you know where Groznygrad is?
Granin told me that I should be able to get there from the mountains to the north, through an underground tunnel.
Granin told you?
Yeah, he even gave me the key to the warehouse.
Why?
Because he was drunk, I guess.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hell if I know.
Snake, there's one problem with that route.
What problem?
The mountain entrance to the underground tunnel that leads to the fortress is sealed. You need a key to get in.
A key? What about the key Granin gave me?
That key won't work. But don't worry, I'll figure something out. I have an idea. There are some ruins at the top of the mountains. Meet me there.
The top of the mountains. Got it.
Wait, there's something else I've got to tell you.
Now what?
I heard that one of the cobras is waiting for you in the jungle at the foot of the mountains. He's a legendary sniper called the End.
Yeah, I've seen him before. That ridiculously old guy, right?
Don't underestimate him. He's known as the father of modern sniping.
Is he alone? No spotter?
None. He's all by himself. Apparently, he doesn't need a spotter.
You can't be serious.
The entire forest is on his side.
The forest?
Stay alert.
Yeah, I'd hate to have it be the end for me.
Ha ha ha! That joke just gets funnier and funnier, doesn't it, game? But yeah, just after we fought the fear, we've already got another cobra to deal with, and that's the End. So yeah, they really don't do good pacing-wise with all the bosses. Like, it's better than Metal Gear Solid 4, where it takes like 2 hours to fight the first boss. But, you know, it's just like Ocelot, and then literally right after Ocelot, there's the fear, or the pain, and then there's a little bit before you fight the fear. But then it's just the fear, and then the End, and then a little bit, and then another boss, and then another boss. It's just kind of ridiculous, the pacing with the bosses in this game. But this area that I'm in right now, I believe, is a optional area. We don't actually have to be here. But you get a, I believe you get a good weapon for coming this way. And that was completely pointless. I'm gonna crawl through this log, and that's probably gonna be completely pointless too. Oh, nope, there's a guy, I think. Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but there are bees right now. You can hear bees kind of near me. If I were to put on the Pain's camo, I would be able to control those bees, as I think I've stated before. That's what his camo does. We're just gonna hide this guy in here. But yeah, the spider camo that the fear drops it's pretty useless because it gives you a pretty good camo index, but it drains your stamina like it's nobody's business. So I don't usually recommend wearing it. The only one that I would say is really practical is the camo you get from the End, but you know, we haven't gotten to that point yet, so we'll talk about that when we get there. Yeah, I think someone saw me, but I'm too fast for them. Gotta go fast, you know. This area is also pretty annoying because it's kind of leveled unevenly. Like, all of the enemies, I believe, are kind of higher up than you are. And, you know, they have the high ground, so they'll be able to see you a little bit better than you're able to see them. And sometimes it'll work to our advantage, like we'll have the high ground, but whenever the enemies have the high ground, it's not usually the best thing for us. Whenever there's like a vertical map like this, I never really like it. Like the end of the final sneaking section in Metal Gear Solid 4 when you're on the whoops. That was a bad move on my part. But yeah, the last of Metal Gear Solid 4 when you are on Outer Haven. I don't know why I'm talking about Metal Gear Solid 4. This is the alternate path. Not alternate, but optional path that you can take. You're not supposed to come here, but... There are, I believe, a lot of enemies in this area. These two here that are coming towards us right now are probably the most annoying to take out in this area. Just cause... I've tried doing this a lot of different ways. Like, for whatever reason, I try and use claymores in this part. Like, I set up claymores and just wait for them to walk in, not realizing, oh yeah, when they set them off, everyone's gonna hear that. So, claymores sounds like a good idea, because they're just gonna bottleneck their way into that area, and then set them off. But, no, that is not a good idea. If there was some sort of, like, silent claymores somehow, then it would work, but that's not a thing. Just gonna put both these guys in the grass here, the grassy knolls. Speaking of grassy knolls in the end, I'm surprised they never made, like, a reference to, like, oh yeah, the end was the guy who shot JFK. Like, I would not put it past this series to do something like that. So yeah, I'm just taking this back path here. It's probably the best way to go. There's a little house here, and you can see there's a guy over there. There, I think, are like two guys patrolling that you really need to worry about. That guy, and I believe another guy in front. But we're gonna try not to, you know, even go near the guy in the front. Let's eat some stuff just so we can pick up more stuff. Makes sense, right? Well, looking at it now, we don't even really need to have a lot of the things that we have. Like, the Russian rations suck.
This is horrible.
Yeah, I would imagine so, Snake. Spiders probably don't taste too good. Oh no, couldn't pick that up. What a shame. Ew, oh god, now I'm getting like, ugh, what do spiders taste like? Oh god, that's disgusting. Well, on average, I think we eat, like, what, 4 spiders in our sleep a year? That's a scary statistic, especially if you don't like spiders. But yeah, this is the place that you want to go to get the good weapon. Just right behind us here. We'll be using that quite a while down the road. So I just cut ahead to where, you know, we were before, because there's no sense in, you know, walking back and showing that, because you know where the path is, so. But yeah, the gun we picked up we're probably not going to be using for quite a while. It's really loud and we don't want to kill people, obviously. At least not yet. There's going to be a part where we're just going to be like, you know, killing people doesn't matter, so we're going to do a lot of it. The game kind of forces that, though. It's not my decision. I didn't ask for this.